Hey guys, it's me. It's Queen Osset Haru, and thank you for joining me for another wonderful edition of Ask an Aquarius. If you haven't already, please hit the red subscribe button and smack the bell. Alright guys, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Pass it on to somebody else who may like it as well. And leave us a positive comment in the comment section. Now, today I wanted to talk to you about something that irks me. This really irks me. So every once in a while, I'll be online and I'll hear some counterproductive shit. And this is one of the things that I hear. I'll hear people say that being falsely positive is unhealthy. And the reason why this is counterproductive, because that statement in itself is not wrong. Falsely being positive is counterproductive. If you're just walking around happy-go-lucky, and things are really bothering you on the inside, but you're pretending like they're not. And I know this because I'm Aquarius. I'm queen of suppression and repression, okay? I know that's unhealthy. And some people will do that. They'll skip around, especially some people who are in the positivity, people who are in the law of attraction, people who are into spirituality. A lot of times they will walk around with this fake kind of, positive attitude going on when underneath the surface they're brimming with sadness and angst and anger and all kind of stuff that you couldn't possibly believe. Remember, I do their readings. I know what's underneath. And my thing is that it's not about walking around pretending to be happy, pretending everything is okay. That's somebody else's thing. That's not my thing, and that's not what positivity, thinking positive, is truly about. And I think because some people don't do it right, critics of it are watching it and they're like, oh, these people aren't really positive, they're just faking. Well, yeah, those people faking, but people that's doing it right aren't faking, because being positive and thinking positive is not about pretending when something is wrong. Being positive is dealing with your emotions in the quickest, most productive, efficient manner and getting back to a place of peace and happiness. It's getting your life to a level that is happy and manageable. And that does not have to be false. That can be the reality. So let's say you are full of anger and sadness and shame and angst. Instead of pretending to be happy and pretending to be positive, you should go on a journey, an emotional, mental, spiritual healing journey. And some of the times you are going to be sad. Some of the times we're all sad, we're all angry, we all have bad days. And when those things happen, you absolutely should not pretend like your feelings aren't your feelings. You should deal with your feelings in a productive way. So if you're working with the law of attraction or you're trying to have more positive thoughts, it's not saying to ignore the other thoughts. You got to deal with every feeling and every emotion that comes through you. So if you have a bad day, you deal with it. You sit and talk with somebody. You go to the gym. You find a healthy, productive way to get out that anger, that frustration, and that hurt. You go see your therapist. You do a journal writing exercise. And it's not, like I said, it's not like you're going to be doing the exercise with a grin on your face. You're going to be really in your emotions. You're going to be really in your feelings. So that emotional, that whatever you go through, that emotional release, whatever you go through, if you're crying, if you're angry, that is not bad. That is normal. The movement, the positivity, movement, if you want to call it that, is not saying that that's bad. It's saying don't dwell there. Don't get stuck there. Everybody has those friends that are always stuck in their grief, stuck in their anger. They're always stuck in bad emotions. So what happens? More bad things, because they don't have any positive vibration going on. So more sad things, more bad things, more messed up things, more frustrating things just keep happening. But if you deal with your negative emotions as they arise and then get yourself back to a place of peace. Trouble don't come to stay, it comes to pass. So if you, for instance, lose your job, you might be in a bad space maybe for a little while you're working through getting another one or finding a different alternative. But eventually that crisis is going to be over. And it's like, okay, now you can go back to breathing easy. It's all about getting back to breathing easy, back to being positive, back to happy vibrations. So no, you're not always going to be standing around grinning like an idiot. You're going to deal with your emotions as they arise. Things happen to me all the time. Well, the more positive you are and the more positive you make your life, the less things happen. But things do happen. You guys already know that. I tell you a lot of the things that happen to me. So every once in a while, some crazy stuff happen, something pops off I got to deal with. And I'm not grinning through those situations. I deal with them as best I can with as much integrity and morality and compassion as I can. And then I move on. I think that a lot of people, especially people who are, who are critical of positive thinking, I think a lot of them are critical because they want to stay stuck in their emotions. They want to stay stuck in those sad emotions. We all know people who you give them advice. Everybody gives them advice. They take nobody's advice. They do nothing on their own to change their situation. But every time you see them, they're bitching about their situation. You have to realize everybody doesn't want to heal. Some people are so sick in the mind that they just want the attention. They don't want to actually do the work to heal. I've been doing spiritual work for a long time, and trust me, a lot of people have come to me, and some people have come to me and I've given them solutions. They might have even seen other people got other solutions, and they've done nothing. And what do? Take the information I gave them and move on and do nothing. Some people just can't get unstuck, and some people really want the sympathy. They want the attention. They want that focus on them. They want people to pity them and feel sorry for them. It's how they emotionally manipulate the people that are in their life. It's how they get what they want. So you have to realize that some people are like that, and they will criticize positive thinking. They will criticize anything positive because they want to stay stuck. They argue you up and down about it too. Argue you up and down about healing and how it doesn't work for them, and they tried everything. No, you didn't. You didn't even give it a half a try, much less a Hercules try. Some people, they're used to being unhealthy, they're used to dysfunction, and they don't want to change that. And if you think about your life, you're either that person or one of those people. And most of us know multiple people like that. So my thing is that positive thinking, positive thoughts, being positive is all about vibration. It's all about drawing positive experiences to yourself. That's what the whole thing is about. But when you have feelings that are not positive, you don't ignore them, you don't stuff them, you don't repress them, you productively address them. Bottom line. That's the bottom line. So if you see people that are in, supposed to be doing positivity, supposed to be doing the law of attraction, and they're suppressing and repressing their negative emotions, then those people, you need to tell that's not how you do it. I've had several therapists tell me that people will come to them and they'll be afraid to talk about what's real for them because they've been taught not to speak negatively, to say things in a positive way. I don't go there. When my clients come to me, I don't tell them or try to police how they word things or tell them how to feel about something. I just listen to what they have to say. And then we discuss what can be done after the fact. I never tell them to ignore negativity or, stuff your feelings that are not so happy. I tell them to productively deal with them, heal what's going on, get a book, go to a therapist, do some consistent meditation, do something about your hurts. That's what I tell them because that's what I did. I went through a long period of repressing and suppressing, and when I finally broke apart, because I was so much emotional crap, when I finally broke apart, I was like, I'm going to build myself back up in a more healthy way. I'm not going to do this anymore. So I went about the business, and I'm constantly reading and doing stuff. I'm constantly doing that. But I went about the business of healing what was inside of me. So instead of suppressing it and repressing it, I faced it head on. And that's what you have to do when you have negative or hurtful or frustrated or angry emotions. You got to deal with it head on. And you'll be able to heal it and then get back to happy. Most trouble, if you think about it, is situational. Some of us have a chronic situation that goes on and on and on, but a lot of situations are small situational things. You lost a job, your car got repoed, somebody stole your money. They're small things or bigger things that go on for a certain amount of time. Somebody passed away, things like that. And you get from moment to moment. But there's 365 days in the year. You might have issues that are not chronic. Some people have chronic pain, or they might have like a family member that they're stuck with, or something like that. So you might have we do have 365 days in a year. If every single day you have negative emotions all day, something is wrong. Something is very wrong, because that's not how emotion works. You're happy sometimes, you're sad sometimes, you're frustrated sometimes. Emotion is like at random based on the situation. And then if you can get your mind to be clear, if you can get your mind to be still, the situations stop moving your feelings. You start to be more even. So when something happens, you may not like it and you may feel some type of way about it, but you deal with it again productively, versus punching the wall because your wife made you mad or because your husband took the car. You productively have a conversation with them about your feelings. And this might not be a happy conversation, but you have a productive, open, honest conversation. So I just wanted to put that out there because I see that online a lot, and I'm going to continue to see it a lot, because the people who criticize, like I said, positive thinking, a lot of times they want to stay stuck in their dysfunction. So they're going to find something wrong with any damn solution. Somebody once told me that toxic people find a problem for every solution. And it's true. It's very true. But I want you guys to know that uplifting your vibrations, raising your vibrations by remaining positive whenever possible is a good thing. But repressing and suppressing the emotions is not. You have to find a productive, effective way to deal with them that works for you. Okay? All right, guys, it's time for me to get going. So if you would like to get a reading done, please email me and I'll hook you up. Also, all my other information is underneath this video. So if you want to chat with me or send me a question, I will answer all general questions for free. I'll make them into a video. I use them as content, but not specific questions. If it's a specific question, you need to sign up for a reading. But if it's general, like, why are there 12 signs in the zodiac? Or something like that. Or like today's question about positivity. Is false positivity unhealthy? That's a general question. And of course, I'll do those for free. Anything else, you have to sign up for an appointment. Okay, guys? See you later.